And hello to all you wonderful listeners out there in Listenerland, and welcome to another jolly good natter over coffee and biscuits with myself, Richard Story, and with...
Mark Cameron.
You always remember your name. I'm really impressed. Do you have any little gimmicks for how you do that?
I write it down and I memorise it daily.
Do you really? Well, I'm glad about that, because I would always forget your name if I was you. Anyway, yes, so we're here once again back in Crystal Palace Park on a beautiful sunny day with steaming hot mugs of coffee, and I'm just going to take a sip, if you'll forgive me. Gorgeous. Yes, and before we do anything else, I thought it would be rather nice, Mark, if you and I wished all of our lovely listeners out there in Listenerland a very happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to one and all.
Yes, because I realise it may not be their birthday today, but we don't want to miss out. So if we get it in now, that actually solves it all, doesn't it? So all our listeners have been wished a happy birthday from us. So whenever your birthday is, we hope you have a very happy one. Can we all wish you all a Merry Christmas as well? And now Mark's going to sing you We Wish You a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The orchestra was great for that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was magnificent. So what sort of a week have you had since we last met?
Yes, well, so I have been doing a boxing, supporting a boxing for a church, a Christ church in Annerley.
So if you're doing boxing, does that mean I've got to be nice to you for a change?
Yes, finally. I've been waiting for this day. So it's to support the young youth around the
young
area.
youth, not the old youth.
Yeah, well, there is some elder men there as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if any ladies want to join, they can certainly join as well. It's just to help the area with the kids, so they can actually do things, because a lot of them are just staying indoors, not really doing much these days. Because when we was younger, if we can barely remember that,
yeah, true.
We were out and about all the time,
We've always been told to get out. You know, it's a lovely day, go out and play, and all that.
Agreed.
Yes.
And it's good just to occupy their mind in a different way than what they used to.
Yes.
It's just nice to put something back in the community as
You're
well.
doing your bit of community-spirited social responsibility stuff.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Well, I hope they just don't punch you too hard. That's all I'm worried about. Because I do worry about you, all the time.
As long as I can speak on the podcast, that's the main thing,
Yes,
yeah.
Even if you're on crutches and in a wheelchair and with a leg missing, as long as you can speak on these very broadcasts, we'll be fine.
Well, it's insane that when I did do running before, I did break my foot. Have I told you that story?
No, you haven't. Was it deliberate?
I think the pavement did it deliberately. So it felt like that. So I was running. And I've only started back up again not too long ago on my birthday.
Yes.
So I was running, got about a quarter of a mile from my house.
Mm.
And where the tree root had pushed the pavement up, my foot had buckled.
Oh.
But it landed on my metatarsal. So the foot actually twisted but landed on the metatarsals.
Yeah. Well, now, this is all the more reason why you've got to be careful in this boxing club.
Yeah.
They might thrash you within an inch of your life, and you walk out going, "Oh, I'm fine. It's all right."
Yeah, I know the pain threshold. I didn't realise. This goes back to the point of when you're a kid climbing on trees and things, and you fall out of a tree or things like that, and you go, "Oh, it hurts," but you just carry on playing.
Yes, you do. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I remember now playing outside as a kid one day and tripping over and scraping my knee and coming back in tears. And my dad saying something like, "You shouldn't cry in front of the other boys. You shouldn't do that. If you hurt yourself and scrape yourself and you start bleeding, you just kind of hold your face still and go, like that." And thereafter, that's what I did.
There you go.
So there you go.
Yeah. So that is the story of me breaking my foot.
Well, my word.
Yes.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, now this is a kind of a rather deep and distressing tale for compared to the normal light-hearted banter that we exchange.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's character forming though.
And the funny thing about this, the story doesn't quite end there. The funny thing is, I broke my foot on the Tuesday.
Yes.
We was going on holiday on the Saturday.
Oh dear.
So we got to Heathrow Airport, and I had to be one of those people who sit in, who get taken to the...
Oh, you get trundled in on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
Fantastic.
But was the airport working?
Yeah.
Ba-dum.
It was brilliant.
You could have said, even though the airport isn't working, it's all right because I'm going to go by
Yeah.
wheelchair instead.
So yes, we went to Spain
With a
And
broken foot.
Yeah, with a broken foot. So it was an interesting holiday because I couldn't swim, and a lot of the time I looked out the bridge, our hotel window, seeing everybody else having fun while I was in crutches.
So they just left you in the room by yourself?
I was happy.
I mean, didn't they even bring you down to the edge of the pool to watch?
I did a couple of times, but
Wow.
yeah.
So you just had to eat paella all by yourself?
I was okay with it. I got to watch lots of football.
Drink lots of
watch
sangria?
movies. Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
You should have invited me along.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't know you did, Richard.
This
This is 2019.
Let's not get bogged down in technicalities. You could have just opened the phone book and picked me at random.
Yeah, random. Yeah. Do people even have phone books?
They probably don't actually. That shows my age, doesn't it?
Yellow Pages, wasn't it? Yes.
Yes.
It was. You used to get that.
That's right. Good gracious, yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, funny things like that do happen. There was a fellow who lived a few streets away from me when I was growing up, and they had a baby. And when the baby arrived, he was just so excited. He just picked up his phone. Of course, when I say picked up his phone, it was one of those ones that was attached to the wall in those days with a wire, not like now. He just grabbed the phone, dialed the code for America, dialed a phone number, at random, or it was like his birthday in reverse or something like that. Something that had a vague connection, but no pun intended. But and the phone was ringing. It connected to some number or other,
Yeah.
and he was just about to think, actually, this is being stupid. Why am I doing this? And then the phone was answered, and this American voice said, "Hello, Citibank," and he'd phoned a bank somewhere in America without realizing.
Yeah.
And he said to them, "I've just got to tell you, I've had a baby and I've called this number at random. I just wanted to share the happy news." And he said, "Oh, I was really pleased for you. I'm going to tell everyone in the office." Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, and a few days later, a card arrived from America saying, "Congratulations from all at the Citibank."
That's brilliant.
So there you have it.
We are not being promoted by Citibank, just to let
Oh,
you
no,
know.
not Citibank. It's like the City.
Oh, right.
Bank.
Okay. I misheard you. I was going to say.
Yes.
There is a bank.
Yes, that's
There
right.
is.
Yes. Does it still exist, though? I mean, all the banks are closing down these days.
I'm pretty sure it does still exist. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't seen it for ages, but then I haven't seen any bank for ages.
No, I know
They're
Santander are
dying.
closing more down, aren't they?
They are indeed, yes. When I'm Prime Minister, I'll sort all this out. I will.
When are you going to send your application in?
Well, I'm going to pick up an application form from the post office after we finish this recording.
If they don't shut that down.
Oh, touche, yes. It's probably closed already. Anyway, I didn't really want to be Prime Minister. Who would when you can't even get an application form? Anyway, oh look, Mr. Cameron's going to choke. He's choking on his coffee, dear listener. Anyway, while we're on... He really is too. While we're on the subject...
Yes.
Actually, it's not the same subject at all, but it almost is. Do you remember the very first time we sat here and we did our pilot recording?
Oh, yes, I certainly do. How could I ever forget?
Well, indeed, I'm glad about that, because if you had forgotten, I would be even more worried about you than I already am. But we sat here with all our treats and things.
Yeah.
And there was one particular one, if you remember, that we both rather liked.
Oh, yes.
Little bits of cake about that big.
Yeah.
Lemon cake things.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I certainly do.
Well, I was trying to decide what to bring this time.
Ah.
And I was standing there surveying the mouth-watering array of delights on the supermarket shelves. And guess what I found? Go on, guess.
The same one.
No, I wouldn't give it a build-up like that just to say it was the same. Actually, I might
would.
do.
I would.
I'll keep that in mind for later.
Yeah.
However, well, you're nearly right. You're kind of half
Wagon
right.
Wheel, the original.
I found the same brand but a different flavour. And I've got them here. Look, so instead of lemon, it's the same thing, but instead of lemon, this time it's raspberry and white chocolate.
Ah.
Would you like one? Would you like one?
Of course I would like
Right,
one.
but before I give it to you, I have to ask you,
Uh-oh.
do you deserve it? Have you been good?
I have.
Have you been very good?
Yes, well, I'm writing my list to Santa this year as well.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Okay, well, you can have some of my things on there as well if you like. Right. Well, do you want to do the honours and open it, or shall I do it? Do you know how to open these?
I know. We should have some music.
Oh, right, well, you sing some music while I open the thing. Make it dramatic.
hope you like the music, audience.
There we are. Look, have a raspberry and white chocolate mini loaf.
Fantastic.
Now, see, I've opened the packet, but I should point out they are individually wrapped. So don't eat the packet of that. But you have to take it out of the inner packet as well.
So this is a raspberry and white chocolate mini loaf.
Yes.
And it's got a picture of a sheep.
Yes, I don't know quite why. I don't know why what the significance of that is.
The funny thing is, why has the sheep got their hair combed? If you look at it, it's got a quiff.
Yeah. That's a very good point. And why would it comb its hair and not the rest of it?
Well, this is
Maybe it's a hippie sheep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm feeling jealous now. I wish I had that much hair. I wish you did.
I know. Yeah.
Right.
You know, having no hair is good for the summertime, but in winter time, it's a bit of a negative.
Now, you may remember as well, we talked about doing something called the taste test. So maybe we should try this and then decide on marks out of 10 to see whether. You see, I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to be heard to be talking with my mouth full, so I had to just sit here going, But it is quite tasty. And I'm trying to compare it with those lemon ones, and I think the lemon ones were a bit more dense, a bit thicker. This feels a bit more, just lighter somehow. Do you think? Is that right?
So my only question to that would be, how long were those lemon ones sitting there? Because
only about 6 months. And they were unwrapped.
Are you being serious?
But it's all right, because I brushed all the green fluffy bits off before I gave it to you.
So that's a no. I can't get it for that. Well, they normally have a use-by date, so...
Oh, yes, they do.
Or best before. So this one is going to be, 28th of March.
Oh, right, so that's just a few days away.
That,
We better eat them quickly then.
No, best before is fine.
Yes.
Use by is you have to use it on this particular date.
That's right.
But best before means the flavouring or the taste itself will deteriorate slowly over time.
On that subject, it always baffles me why, if you buy a bottle of water, this bottle contains nothing apart from just water, and even that has got a use-by date on it. Why is that? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, what do we think? Marks out of 10? Or do you need to have another one to help make your mind up?
I do like the fact that the raspberry is not so potent, because sometimes you eat these things, the raspberry can be very potent and it overpowers everything else.
That can be very true, yes.
So it's quite light, as you mentioned.
I can't really get any of the white chocolate though.
Maybe the white chocolate is the coating on the outside.
Maybe.
Part of it.
But it's all kind of spongy and
yeah.
It's nice though. Well, I think I'm going to give this an 8.5. What's your verdict? Weighing it all up very carefully. Well, while you're thinking, let me point out something else, because I've just noticed here on the packet there is yet another variety. Look.
Oh yeah.
Strawberry lunchbox. I think you just eat the strawberry bit, not the actual lunchbox. But anyway, maybe that's something we can pick up for next time.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, so what's your score? Don't be influenced by me. If you want to give it 1 out of 10, you can.
I'll give it a 9.
Oh, so you're enjoying it more than I am. So you like life's simple pleasures. Actually, eating is one of life's pleasures. And I regret the fact that I just can't eat as much now as I used to be able to. I used to be able to eat for England and pile it away and still have room for more. Now, I have one plate full of something and that's it. I can't take any more. Which is, coffee. Good plan. Yes, please.
So what has changed?
Well, I suppose it's just one's metabolism or something, I just reach a certain point and can't. It was funny, actually, because on one of my recent plane journeys, I'll have to confess, I did push the boat out and I bought a premium economy ticket. And I bought it very early, a long time before I went. So by the time the journey actually came, I'd already paid it all off, and so I managed to kid myself I was going for free. because I paid for it ages ago.
Yeah, why not? Splash out once.
Well, while I was doing the online check-in, because you have to check in 24 hours before. While I was doing that, a message popped up on the screen that said, "Are you interested to learn that upgrades are available for this flight to business class?" Now, I'd never flown business class before. That's just for really rich people. But up comes the thing, says, if you want, you can have a business class seat to America for £400. And I thought that was a pretty good deal because a business class ticket to America is about 4,000 or something.
Wow.
Yeah. So in a moment of utter stupidity and madness, I thought, sod it, I'll do it. Because I paid for it all already ages ago, so just a little bit extra. And I had a bit of cash lying around.
Good.
So I did, and I went business class, which was fine, except I couldn't really make the most of it because I just couldn't eat as much as I wanted to eat.
Oh, that is a shame.
It is, because they kept coming in, do you want more of this, do you want more of that? And when it got to the dessert bit, here's this printed menu with 3 choices of dessert, and I read down the list, and they all sounded brilliant. And the steward is there waiting to place the order. And I said to him, these all sound great. Can you recommend one? And he said, well, you can have all 3 if you want. And I went, can I? Oh, all right then. Like a twit, I said that. And so along came 3 desserts, and they were all lovely, and I finished and wolfed them all down. However, after the journey, when I got to where I was going, I felt very ill. I'd eaten too much, you see. So I couldn't make the best of it. And people who travel first class, where they have a full meal in the airport before they even get on the plane, and then they get on the plane and there's a personal chef who's going to make them another meal. And it's not like they're doing exercise and running it all off. They're just sitting there sedentary for all those hours, just piling it in. Gosh, it just doesn't work for me, you see. Not anymore. I wish it did.
Wow.
So
how many meals a day do you eat then? 2?
I have, since you've asked, I have breakfast as normal, but not particularly big, just a little one. And then if I've got the whole day to myself, like today, for example, I don't have lunch or dinner as such, but I will have quite a substantial meal around 3 or 4 p.m.
Oh, right.
And that does it for me, because then it has time to all go down before bedtime, so I don't lay there with it all just sitting there and uncomfortable. But also, it gives me the energy I need to get through the rest of the day with all the stuff that I'm doing.
Interesting.
So I eat when I want to, rather than when the clock tells me that it's time to.
Oh, yeah, that is good. Yes. That is good. Myself, because I fast a couple of times a week, you see.
Wow. For how long?
Either 12 or 16 hours, just depends. But normally it's a 12-hour fast.
Okay.
I do that, and then my first meal would be fruit.
Oh, yes.
Fruit.
Yeah, that's sensible, yeah.
And then it will be, so if I've fasted for 16 hours, it'll be fruit, and then it'll be dinner. That's it. Because where you're fasting, you're suppressing your hunger as well, aren't you?
Yes.
With that, I may have a little snack in between, maybe a toast or something like that. But other than that, I don't.
So it's not fasting really then, is it?
No, after I've broken the fast.
I see. All right. Oh, okay.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
Now this is interesting. When you say it's 12 hours or 16 hours, when does that time start from?
When I have my last meal, which will be dinner, so either at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Or if I have a snack, if I've done a hard workout during the day, then it could be at 10 o'clock.
So you eat something and then your fast starts from then?
Yes.
I see. Because I used to do a bit of fasting. I haven't done it for a while. Oops, maybe I should. But, oh look, there's a nice cream bun over there. Anyway, let's not change the subject. But the fasting thing, I always thought, well, it feels odd to have a meal and then say, right, now I'm fasting now, even though I've just eaten. So the way I always used to do it was I used to gauge it on how many meals I missed.
Okay.
So say like miss 1 meal or miss 2 meals and do it like that. So it wasn't how many hours it was how many meals were missing. I used to do it that way.
Interesting.
So what's the longest fast you've ever done?
20 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
The longest one I've ever done, you're not going to believe this, was almost 3 days. But I still had. There was a reason, actually. Yes. Well, it's going to get very deep. I mean, I don't know whether it's beyond the bounds of this.
Well,
of this
I started off with a broken foot, didn't I?
Well,
so yes,
that's
please continue. So each podcast is going to be different.
Well, since you ask, it was at the time that I was looking to buy a house, buy a flat, And in fact, the place I first looked at, as I remember saying to you, was very close to where you are now living.
Yes.
And it was all going ahead swimmingly. And the day came for me to move in, and I unlocked the door and went in and found there was someone lying asleep in bed, a squatter who had previously been renting the place, had been given notice to leave, and everyone had thought he'd gone, but he just stayed on secretly.
So almost like the Snow White scenario, you know.
Well, no, he wasn't that beautiful, no.
You come home and then he's sleeping in my bed. Oh, 3 bears. That's the 3 bears, isn't it? Sorry, it's the 3 bears.
Yes. Well, it wasn't particularly like that either.
No.
But yes, so basically you had a squatter's problem, and I had no option but to turn around and leave the place, because what else could I do? Told the estate agent. And then now in those days, it's different now, but in those days they had this thing called squatters' rights.
They did.
And it was actually legal for them to stay there, even though they actually had no right to be there, bizarrely. And it dragged on and on and on and on and on and on. Anyway, my friend, one of my church friends at the time said, when you're facing a difficult situation, there are bits of stories in the Bible where when people were facing difficult situations, they entered into a time of fasting, and that often would help to kickstart something or get it going. And I was completely out of options. So I thought, well, I might as well try it then. Yeah. So, and he said, and I'll tell you what, and I'll fast with you, so you've got some moral support.
Fantastic.
So both of us fasted for, it was almost 3 days.
Fantastic.
And the reason why we stopped when we did was because there was a breakthrough, and I found another place that was just around the corner for exactly the same money. So the mortgage people said, yes, we'll transfer the mortgage across. So Fantastic. It all went, and the final icing on the cake was the place I ended up with was actually better than the place I would have had if it had all gone ahead.
That is a blessing. That is really good.
So there you go, you see.
That is really good. Fantastic. Yeah.
Anyway, something else has just occurred to me.
Yes.
Last time we spoke, we were kind of mulling over a kind of cryptic crossword clue. Do you remember that?
Certainly
and
do.
We left it hanging like a cliffhanger.
And the audience really want to know the answer.
They do. But before I reveal the answer, did anyone actually write into our email address and tell us the answer?
I can check through our mailbag now.
Yes. Gosh, how very efficient.
No one seemed to have got the answer.
No, well, you know why that is, don't you? It's because we're so far ahead of the game that our first one hasn't even gone live while we're still recording our third one. That'll probably be the reason. Once they've started, the recordings are out there, I think we're going to be inundated with emails. Yes, so dear listener, if you want to write to us about anything at all, you can contact us at this address, ajollygoodnatter@gmail.com. And I'm even going to say that again, it's all one word, ajollygoodnatter@gmail.com. And please do get in touch. We'd love to hear from you, because otherwise we just have to sit and listen to each other all day, and who wants to do that? Hey.
I know.
Anyway, yes. Gosh. So we set this cryptic crossword puzzle thing. Yep. And if you remember, it was a word that had 11 letters in the answer.
Mm-hmm.
And the clue was, it is important for you to act on my behalf if I lose my faculties. Now, we've had quite a long time since we last met, so have you had time to think about this, and have you got the answer to this cryptic clue?
Unfortunately, I don't. I do not have the answer.
Oh. No. So that means I've got to reveal it myself.
Please, yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Are you sure you want? You don't want to be in suspense for a little bit longer?
I've been in suspense over this answer for the last couple of weeks, so yeah, that would be great if you can tell me.
Okay, well in that case, if you really truly, if that is true what you just said, and that you really have been in suspense, I think it would add dramatic effect if I just leave you hanging just a little bit longer. Watch. There, see, I enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that bit of suspense extra?
I did, yes.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, I'll tell you the answer then.
I was biting my nails there.
Were you? What, you mean your fingernails, not the nails that you used to? No, you must tell us that about what happened with your DIY the other day. Anyway, in a minute, we'll do that. Yes, dear listener, DIY. Poor Mark has had a bit of a traumatic experience with his DIY. You see, I always wanted to do DIY, but I could never remember how to spell it. Anyway, so this crossword clue. It shouldn't be allowed. I worry about you, Right, so 11 letters.
Mm-hmm.
It is important for you to act on my behalf if I am not in possession of my faculties. And the answer is...
Yes.
No, it's not. I'm going to tell you what the answer is. Yes, it's only got 3 letters anyway. The answer is... No, I was going to get it wrong myself. The answer is significant.
Ah,
right? And I'll explain why.
Please.
Because, well, first of all, it's got 11 letters. Now, the first part of the clue, it is important, significant, there it is. But then the next bit about for you to act on my behalf if I'm not in possession of my faculties, if you write down the word significant and space it out a bit, it says sign if I can't.
That's
you
good.
See, that's quite ingenious, isn't it? So sign if I can't becomes significant.
That is good.
And I was so pleased. I just thought that was ingenious when I first came across that. And it stayed in my mind ever since.
I can see why.
Yeah.
That is...
I love things like that. I love words. I like words. They're helpful for, communicating for a start.
They are.
Yeah. Yes. Do you ever use words? Do you know any?
Just about. Yeah.
The other thing I like is anagrams.
I'm not so good on those.
Well, when I say I like anagrams, I'm not talking about the anagrams, the waitress in the cafe over there. I'm talking about, where you take the letters of the word and mix them all up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not so good on those.
Are you really not?
I'm good on other things, but not.
Are you?
Yeah. Words are never my strongest point.
Well, let me give you one then that you can keep in your memory, and then you can troll it out at parties. And
so stress me out. Thanks a lot, Richard. This is fantastic.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to oblige.
So you know something that I'm not very good at, but you're gonna give it to me anyway.
Oh, but I'm going to give you the answer as well, so that when you're at a party, you can say, "Here's a clever anagram."
Oh, that's good because
yes,
I thought you was going to put me in suspense again for another 2 weeks.
Well, I could if you like. Would you like me to do that? Well, in fact, that's a good idea.
Fingernails left, would I?
Actually, this whole cliffhanger idea is not a bad idea. Shall I do that? Shall I give you the anagram and then not tell you what the anagram answer is?
How about you do that?
I'll do that.
Yes.
Right. So the initial combination of letters spells out 12 plus 1. Now, I'm not talking about number 12, it's the word 12, so TWELV. Okay, if you write down 12 plus 1 in actual letters, those letters can be swapped around to produce an anagram. And here's the best part about it. The meaning of the anagrammaticized version is exactly the same as the original. There you go. So there's a cryptic clue for you.
So, yes, I think if the audience actually...
Yes. They can sit down with a pencil. Yes, they can. Sit down with a pencil and paper, write down in letters, not the numbers, write down 12 plus 1. And then you can rearrange those letters to come out with another 3 words, just like the first lot.
Yes.
And it means the same, even though it's different words. Now, that's the extraordinary thing. I love anagrams like that. You see, if Mozart had been an anagrammaticist, he'd have come up with this. Yes.
That's fairly confident.
Yeah. Well, because he was good at all that kind of stuff.
I don't want to overturn my cogs and my brain with that anagram, so I'll leave that for the moment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't want steam coming out and all sorts.
Well, I'd actually quite like to see that. I think it would be very entertaining. Anyway, but yes, do please tell us about your DIY experience, because that when you told me the other day, just recently, I was laughing so much I thought I was never going to stop. So let's see if we can tell it again without me laughing again.
Yes. So I bought a new bookshelf. I measured it up. I thought this is the perfect height for my living room, as I was replacing an older one. It arrived. It looked the right size. Once I started putting the bookshelf together, it was, let's just say, a few inches bigger than I expected.
You mean taller?
Taller, yes.
Right.
And I looked at it and thought to myself, lucky I have a tall living room here, because this would have not worked out. The good thing is, my books that I have all fitted on there, and I have space for some left over. So when if I buy more books, then I can fit them on there. And I've got some DVDs or Blu-ray movies as well, which you can fit on the shelves as well, which is nice.
Blu-ray movies as opposed to blue movies, I hope you meant.
Yeah, Blu-ray,
I do worry about you.
Yeah, Blu-ray
slip
movies.
of the tongue. Yes.
Which I'm still a physical media person. I don't like all that digital streaming.
Yeah. It's nice to have a disc and kind of slip it in, isn't it? Yeah, I do like a nice slip disc.
Yeah. And also, when you pick up a DVD or a Blu-ray or whatnot, you get the picture, you get the artwork and things like that. You get extras.
And that often there's like a little leaflet or something in the box, and you can.
You don't get that with all the
No,
digital.
It's true.
And if your internet goes down, how are you going to stream the movie?
Yeah. Well, the whole world is going to stop when the internet goes down, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Right. So if this bookshelf that you got was taller than you originally expecting, can you reach the top shelf, or do you have to get like little steps out and stuff like that?
I can reach the top shelf
Without jumping.
without jumping.
Okay.
It's just much taller than I anticipated.
Right.
It is probably about half a foot. They're probably about a foot away from the actual ceiling. That's how tall the bookshelf is.
When you say half a foot,
Yeah.
you could say it's a broken foot. So you see what I did there? Thank you for that tumultuous round of applause. Oh, every clap was appreciated.
Bet the listeners really enjoyed that one.
Well, I'm sure they did. So all these books, you say if you buy more books, you've got space to put them now.
Yes.
So what books are you likely to buy?
I don't know at the moment, actually, because I've got.
So you bought a bookcase and you don't know what you're going to put on it.
At the moment, my bookshelf. Well, there is because there's 6 bookshelf levels.
Yeah.
And 4.5 of them are actually filled. So.
Oh right, and how wide is it? 25 feet.
It's 121 centimeters wide.
100. So 4 feet then.
Yeah.
Right, about that.
I think it is.
Okay, that's quite a lot of books then.
Yeah.
Have you read them all?
It's probably a little bit wider actually.
Are you sure you've got it the right way up?
No, I've definitely got the right way up.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll go across the whole of the living room floor. But it's probably about 5 feet wide actually, I would say. Yeah, because it's quite wide as well.
So have you read all these books? Or are they just like decoration?
I have read probably 70% of these books.
Oh, you never get to the end of any of them?
Well, a couple of them were bought for me.
Oh, right.
And you go, is that a book?
Yes, do you know that awful thing when someone, often it happens in church settings,
yes,
where someone comes up to you with a book in hand and says, have you read this? It's very good, I'll lend it to you. Take it away and read it. And you kind of go, oh.
you try and you start reading it and then I just can't get into it. And then you put it down and you think, I'll tell you what, I'll come back to it. Maybe I wasn't in the right frame of mind. So then you start reading again and it just doesn't grip you, and then you put the book down.
Yes.
And then 2 years later you look at the book has collected dust. You blow off the dust. It goes in your eyes.
Sounds like you live in my house.
And then you open the book.
And all the pages drop out.
Yeah.
So what, on those occasions when you do actually pick up a book and read it, are we talking fiction, non-fiction?
Yeah, I do both.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. There's one book I did read not too long ago, actually. It's called Dopamine Nation.
Oh, that's not one of mine, I can tell you. I've never written a book called a title like that.
It's about how the world has changed, where everybody is distracted by this or that. So
right.
It's quite interesting, because once I read that book and I got on we mentioned this on one of our previous podcasts, when you get on a train or a tube or the underground, everybody takes out their phone.
Oh, yes.
And it makes you look at the world completely different to what it was
Absolutely
before.
Does, yes.
So anytime, since me reading that book, it's given me much more awareness to how people are and how they interact with each other. Yeah, so Dopamine Nation is a very interesting book if you get a chance. Would you like to borrow it, by the way? We only live around the corner from each other. So.
Yeah, but did you hear what I just said 2 minutes ago?
I heard what you said.
When someone says, come here's a book, read it.
But you haven't even. So me telling you about that.
Yes.
Does not even.
Well, no, it does register. I have a follow-up question to ask you.
Okay.
And depending on your answer, it may inspire me to read it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just some clarity, clarification on the title, because dopamine, I thought, was a substance that the brain releases if you laugh and it makes you feel good. Have I got that right? Or something that makes you feel, something happens that you think.
It's a feel-good receptor.
That's right, yes.
Yes,
yes.
So a mobile phone is an addiction.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
So it releases the dopamine to make you feel good.
I see.
and it
Right.
talks about different subjects, not just mobile phones, but it talks about other little things in life which will affect your dopamine levels. So the purpose of me reading that is because I felt that I was on my phone too much at one point in my life.
Right.
So me looking at myself, so inner work,
Yeah.
looking at myself and going, I noticed that I'm on my phone a lot more than I should be. So then I got recommended this book just to have a read. I enjoyed the book. And from that, my awareness, as I touched on a few moments ago, has exploded, and it's in a very good way, in a very positive way.
It's actually quite clever of the author to write about something that people are addicted to, but who might feel like they need to get off the addiction, so I'll read a book about it instead. That's quite clever. Might corner the market. Yeah, I must think about that myself.
I thought it was fantastic. But it is. I thought it was fantastic. It was a fantastic book. It really opened my eyes. And since then, now and again I do go back to it and read. I'm not too sure if you ever go back to books and read them again.
Occasionally I have done, yeah.
So sometimes I'll just go back to it, even just a couple of chapters and go, yeah.
In fact, I remember when I was a kid, my parents used to despair because the books I used to read more than any other were the novelised versions of Doctor Who stories. And I had about, 40 or 50 of these. I would save up my pocket money and buy them. And, well, obviously I would buy them. I wouldn't go in and steal them. What sort of fella do you think I am? Anyway, and there was one particular one called Doctor Who and the Pyramids of Mars. Do you remember that? With Tom Baker, where these kind of Egyptian mummies would come to life and start going around terrorising everybody. Anyway, the point is, I had the paperback version of this story. And I tell you, I would get to the end of it and immediately turn back to page 1 and start reading it again.
That's fantastic.
That's how much I liked it.
That's fantastic, yeah.
And my dad would say, don't read Doctor Who, read books. You're supposed to be a musician, read books about bassoons and trumpets and things like that. And I did pick it up and have a look, but it just didn't hold me. I've always been into the fiction. I like the escapism.
Yes. That is, I agree. I've even got the first Harry Potter book.
Oh, yes.
I don't know have you seen how many pages that it is? It is very chunky. The first, Goblet of Fire, I think it is.
No, the first one is Philosopher's Stone.
Well, Philosopher's Stone.
But the first ones were quite thin. They got bigger as they went through, didn't they?
I got the one I've got. I'll take a picture and I'll send you. It's chunky.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And that was one of the early ones.
It was.
Yeah. So if you got one of the later ones, it'd be it wouldn't even fit on your new bookcase.
Maybe it is Philosopher's Fire or something. I'll have to double check. But one of the Harry Potter books is very chunky, and I got halfway through it and went, I'm exhausted. Exhausted. So, yes. So then I watched the movie instead.
Right. I used to be okay with big books, but now I like littler books. I think my brain power is just diminishing.
Yeah, 200 to 250 pages is a max for me.
Right.
After that, it does feel as if I'm on a course. Yes. Where there's an exam at the end of this.
Well, I mean, I can remember standing in a bookshop in the years gone by and being influenced by, shall I get this one or shall I get this one? Oh, well, this one is only 50p more, but you get 300 more pages, and things like that would figure in my decision. But now I'm looking at this massive great thing and thinking, okay, well, that's handy if I want a proper door open, but am I really going to sit down and read it? I'm just going to get sore hands holding it for that long.
True.
Yes.
True. So would you like to borrow it?
No.
That's fine. I'll just tell you pages from the actual book then.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what? Here's the honest answer. I would like to borrow it, and I would be very interested to read it, but I know I won't read it. And you know why? Because when I have spare time, I like to write my music.
Yeah, I've never actually asked what you do in your spare time, actually. That's a good point. Since we're touching on that subject.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult when you're a self-employed musician. It's difficult to know when you've got spare time and when you're just doing more of your work. Because as a musician, writing music is one of the things you do. But it's one of the things I love to do and can't do as often as I'd like because of all the other stuff I've got to do as well. But yes, I've written a lot of music in my spare time, and in fact, a lot of the guitar pieces that I've written are going to feature on an album that's coming out soon, played by one of my great friends. Not ready yet, but it will. It's in the pipeline. It's coming soon. Yes.
Fantastic.
So there you
That's
go.
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you some. I'll send you a link to one of the YouTube thingies so that you could, because it's a YouTube link that isn't public. You have to have someone give it to you secretly, you see,
Yes,
and then you can
I
click it
understand.
in privately and have a look.
Brilliant.
But we've done it. We've recorded one of the tracks already, and when the album is available, we can use that as a bit of publicity to advertise it. Because he has played it really nicely. We were in a proper sound studio to do it, and all the lighting and everything. And it's very, very good, and he plays very nicely.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I listened to him play it and I thought, good gracious, did I write that? That's extraordinary.
Oh, I did not realise the hidden talent there that you kept secret from me.
Oh, well, you didn't ask. It also reveals that you haven't been to my website, richardstory.com.
No, but I did look at cats that look like Hitler.com.
Oh, did you? Did you like that?
That was brilliant. This goes back to our first podcast. If anybody's actually listened to the pilot episode, yes, it was hilarious. Some of the pictures on there are brilliant.
Yes.
And the thing is, you can upload your own pictures. There was a little section there. I looked around the whole website and I went, it's brilliant.
But you don't look like Hitler. Why would you want to do that?
Would you like a custard cream biscuit?
I would, but before I do, shall I show you what else I've got in here?
Oh, you've got more.
I do. Well, I've got lots of things, but I've got a packet of these, if you like those. I've also got dark chocolate Kit Kats.
Okay.
And I've also got bounties.
Wow.
So you're welcome to have any or all.
Wow.
Or another one of those if you want.
Well, listeners, if you could see the treats on this table today, you would be absolutely flabbergasted.
You'd be mouth-watering. You'd just be drooling. You'd be having to keep Kleenex in business, having to wipe all that saliva off your dribbling, slobbering lips.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So I'm gonna go for. I'll take a.
Oh, decisions.
And I'll take a custard cream biscuit.
You're having two items.
Yes.
And are you going to eat one then the other, or are you going to like nibble a bit of each alternately?
Actually, I'm going to take a digestive biscuit as well.
Oh, so you've got three things.
So
now.
I'm going.
Good gracious, you must be hungry then.
Well, I like to dip my biscuits.
So you're revealing your working class background then.
Yes. So
I must tell you, if you ever get invited to the palace and the king serves you tea and coffee, for goodness sake, don't dunk your biscuits then, will you?
Would you like any further coffee?
I would like some more coffee, thank you. But these bounties, you see, my real favourites are the dark chocolate bounties. Have you ever had those?
I've never heard of those.
Well, they look the same, but it's a red packet instead of a blue one. And these, they sell them in multi-packs. I always buy them in multi because it's a better deal, better price. But the dark chocolate ones, they only sell them individually. It's ridiculous.
Where can you get the dark chocolate ones?
Well, they're not that easy to find, but
clearly,
that's why
I'm asking.
Yeah, well, I've seen. Well, I expect you'd probably find them in a chocolate shop, somewhere that sells confectionery. It's probably a good place to start.
Okay.
I do worry about you. I do.
No, I worry about you. I said, I asked you, where can I find them? Oh, not that easy to find. I know.
Well, what I mean is that most sweet shops don't seem to have them, but it's worth taking a bit of time just to scan those shelves and see if it's there. It looks like that, but with a red packet instead of blue.
Well, let me ask you a question. Where was the last place you bought yours from? Then I could start from there. And
it's such a long time since I've had one, I can't remember.
Do they even sell it anymore then?
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm surprised you haven't Googled it already. It must be there somewhere. They do still have them. Yeah. But more recently, I think I've mentioned to you, or maybe I didn't. And if I did, I'm going to tell you again, that I found that website where you can buy all those retro sweets. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes. Did I tell you about that?
No, I told you about it.
Yeah.
So we talked about the halcyon days of the pick and mix counter in Woolworths, which doesn't exist anymore. But there's a website that basically does the same thing. And you go on there and they've got this huge array of sweets to choose from. And you tell them how many scoops you want in your 1 kilogram bag. And they fill it up according to your instructions. There's a plane going over. Sounds like it's only got one engine. I hope it doesn't conk out just right on top of us. Anyway, yes. So I tend to do that a bit more often now. Although I'll probably go off it in a while and go back to my dark chocolate bounties again.
Okay. I think the reason why is because the Hubba Bubba bubble gums. Hubba Bubba.
Oh yeah.
Because about a year ago, 6 months ago, I bought Hubba Bubba from a website online because you can't buy them in the shops anymore.
Oh dear.
So I taught my youngest how to blow bubbles with Hubba Bubba,
Right.
and she's really good at it.
Okay.
So that's why I thought I mentioned that conversation to you, because every time people talk about retro sweets,
Yes.
I go, oh, I bought these sweets online as well.
Yes.
So I assumed that we...
Yes. And what I thought you were going to say was you taught your youngest how to order them online.
Oh, well, no, she has not got her own...
I was going to say, but you know, she
Card
might want to use Daddy's credit card without him knowing. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Anyway, look, I'm opening the Bounty, the milk chocolate version, not the dark chocolate one. That's better. Now I'm wondering, the last time we were here, at one point, we did spend a couple of minutes surveying the scene and making comments about passers-by.
Mm-hmm.
So shall we see what funny-looking people are in the park with us today? Okay, how many of the people who are walking past do you think are overweight?
Well, the good thing is that person looks like they're doing something about it, which is good. Which is always good. Morning.
That ice cream van over there takes me back to my childhood. Because where I used to live, the ice cream van would come once a week or something. And it had that little melody it would play. Da, 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 da.
They still do it?
Do they?
Yes.
But if you wanted, you know, we'd be all playing in the street. You'd hear the ice cream van come. We'd all rush back into our respective houses. Mum, the ice cream van's here. And maybe she'd hand us 2p to go and buy an ice cream, or maybe not. I haven't got any money today. But you had to be quick, because they didn't wait long
No, they
at
didn't,
all.
did they?
It was like they didn't even want to sell anything.
And then you have to run after them sometimes.
Oh, helicopter now.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
In those days, the most expensive ice cream that you could get on an ice cream van was a choc ice. And it was 5p. And 5p, to me at that tender age, seemed like an absolute fortune. And even though I always dreamed of having a choc ice, even I balked at the idea of paying 5 pence for it. Usually most of the ice creams we had cost 2p. And it wasn't even an ice cream, it was like an orange lolly. Orange splash it was called, for 2p. Mum, can I have a choc ice? No, you can't, they're 5p. Oh, all right then. You know, imagine getting an ice cream for 5p now.
Yeah, you can't at all, can you?
Well,
Even because I think that one over there, is that about £3.50 or £4? Wow, it's ridiculous.
I feel for these, you know, you see families on holiday, you know, husband and wife and 3 or 4 kids, and you know, every time they want anything, they take out a bank loan, you know, and if they go to a show or some event or something, you know, and an accommodation and the travel, you've got to be a millionaire to go on a trip these days. You see, they don't forget the simple things in life. Here we are sitting in the park for free with an array of delights. See? And no one telling us that our time's up. We've got to move out to let the next lot of money-making people come in. You know,
That's very true. That's why I'm laughing. The fun fair will be here from the 29th to the 13th of April.
Who's here? Oh, the fun fair.
Fair. Yeah.
Oh, did you say fun fair or unfair?
Fun fair.
Oh, fun fair with an F. Yes. So are you going to go?
We'll be taking.
You're probably obliged to, aren't you? Really?
I got asked. Can we go, Daddy?
The thing
I
about
didn't say
those,
anything at the time.
yeah,
But I already know.
you kind of have to. Haven't been to one of those for ages. I guess it's going to be quite expensive then. Is it?
The good thing is what they do now. You pay for a certain amount of tickets up front. So you pay, I don't know, £15 and you go on maybe 5, 6 rides, 7 rides maybe. So it just depends which ride, because some rides are a little bit more expensive. But they give you these tokens that you can use to pay for it. So it does work out to be cheaper than what it was previously before, because I remember before it would be like simply £2.50 or £3.50 per ride.
Yes, yes.
But by doing it this way, it does save you a couple of pounds, but not much. But it's still a saving.
I suppose there's something psychologically nice about you pay once and that's it, forget it. I always have this slight, not exactly fear, but a concern with travelling fairs. when you see these waltzers and dodgems and whatnot set up, you think, I hope they've tightened up all the nuts and bolts properly, because they must erect it and put it down again a lot of times. So anyway,
Yeah, can't live in fear though.
because a couple of years ago, remember there was a whole spate of not travelling fairs, but some of the permanent ones, where there was all those roller coaster accidents. You remember that? And it seemed like there was one after another. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go on a proper roller coaster now, because why would I want to? Why would you want to take the risk?
Everything's a risk though in life. You just walking down the road is a risk.
So calculated risk.
But everything's calculated. Everything you do is calculated.
Well, I don't do the calculation. I just go or not. Would you go on a roller coaster?
I have.
Well, so have I.
Yeah, I went on one last year.
But are you really? And was it a really, really big, fast one?
Yeah, it was very rickety,
Oh,
to say the least. Yeah, it was very rickety.
yeah, that wouldn't help your broken foot, would it?
Definitely not.
Anyway, that's another thing I'll sort out when I'm Prime Minister.
So as I mentioned, yeah, I've just last topic or so before we end the pod for today. I started, with my running. Because I used to walk in the mornings, didn't I?
So you were saying, although I never actually saw it, I'm just trusting you that you're telling the truth.
Yes.
I was too busy sleeping at the time.
Yes. So I've got back into my running again, which is fantastic. The good thing is I go early in the morning. There's not many people about.
Yeah, they want to see all the contortions you have to go through.
Well, because I have a bald head. So the thing is, once it's
you never told me.
Once it gets to a certain temperature.
Yes.
So if it's quite cold, and then I stop running, I'm that guy with steam coming up their head.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah.
Right.
So it does look pretty cool.
Yes.
But then it also looks a bit scary, because you think about it, I'm just sitting there. Because after I finish my workout, what I do, I sit down and just get my breath back after running 5 or 10K. I sit down just to get my breath back and give myself a couple of minutes to recuperate. While I'm sitting there, the steam.
All the steam.
Is coming
All
out.
the heat is kind of just getting. Wow. So if I happened to be there at that moment, and if I cracked an egg on your head, would it fry? I mean,
Probably, yeah.
wow.
It depends if you want scrambled or.
Oh, well, that's true.
Or something side up.
Yes. I mean, I don't think a boiled egg would work. It'd be difficult to balance it anyway.
Because you come out of your road.
I do actually, yeah.
Yeah, and then you know where the 354 bus stop is.
Yes.
Just there on that little wall there, that white wall. That's where I sit, because that's the end of my run.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's you who sits there. I thought it was just one of the local vagrants.
See me? Yeah. But yes, so I sit there. Yeah. So and I recuperate.
Well, next time you're sitting there, you should hold up a sign saying, "Get your eggs here." You can make a fortune.
Oh, in saying that, just very quickly, at the end of the Crystal Palace Park, so just there on the corner where the bridge is, in the evenings, at about 10 o'clock, a pop-up, like burger van has come. It was there last year.
What, late at night, 10 o'clock?
Yes, and they would no, it wasn't burger. It was a pizza. So it was a pizza oven van.
Right.
So they cook pizzas on demand.
Yes.
So you pay them, and then you can have whatever pizza with whatever toppings.
But it's late at night.
Yeah, on the corner, just there.
Right.
Just down there. Fantastic. People really enjoyed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have some?
I did not.
Oh.
So
how do you know it was fantastic then?
Because I saw the repeat customers coming back.
Oh, unless they wanted a refund.
But I didn't hear any shouting or screaming, so that was, and I saw smiles, so that was obviously a pleasant sign.
Wow. Wow. When I was in America, I watched a pizza eating competition.
How did that?
You had to eat as many slices as you could, as fast as you could. And the people who were winning it absolutely beggared belief how they did it.
Did they feel how you felt at the end of your plane journey when you were in premium economy?
Well, they didn't seem to. They seemed to be quite happy, but I have to say that the people who won it were extremely big. But what they did was, they were asked, what's the secret? What technique do you have to eat all this pizza so quickly? He said, right, the reason where most people go wrong is they pick up the slice of thing and they fold the pizza in on itself so that effectively the outside is the dry bit of dough. And that makes it difficult to swallow. What you have to do is it's counterintuitive. You bend it the other way. So the dry bit is all inside and you've got all the topping around the outside then. And then when you put it in, you can just basically swallow it down in one go, like eating an oyster. Just swallow it down. And he's going, put one in, and 2 seconds later, in goes the next one.
Oh, that
And it's in.
How is that good for your digestive system?
Well, it can't possibly be. I mean, it must all get stuck down there. I don't know. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend that our listeners try that. We are not advocating that.
Yeah, 100%. Do
not try this at home. Yes, or indeed anywhere else, and especially not at a 10 o'clock in the night, late night pop-up restaurant.
Yes. So, as we are finishing up now, there, Richard.
Yes.
Do you have the quote that you would like to say for
I
a positive
do.
quote for today?
Yeah, well, it's becoming our quote of choice, is it not? It's time for Richard and Mark to say farewell to all you lovely listeners out there in this land. Thank you for joining us for a good natter, and we hope you'll join us again next time. In the meantime, please, 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 don't cry because it's over, but smile because it happened.
Yes, and be nice to each other.
Yes, even the nasty people.
Yes.
As difficult as that can sometimes be.
It can be, but, it is possible. It is possible.
Everything is possible.
Well, thank you very much for listening today.
Indeed,
We've
yes.
enjoyed your company, as always.
Even though we can't see you, but we have enjoyed it. And do send us an email. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, fantastic.
ajollygoodnatter@gmail.com.
And from me, Mark, I say goodbye, and Richard.
And I say goodbye on his behalf.
And until next time, we will speak to you soon.
We will.
Enjoy.
See you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.